I hop on a jeep to the ER Fest, feeling weak and my heart beats fast. Welcome to the land of leche and feast. Didn't know it hit me. Check in the room and I'm scared for the first time. Look to my right and I see the BP line. This is all so crazy. Nurse says my heart's in danger.
But she's a start and I'm feeling kinda dizzy. Too much all in the system. That's when the nurse says you must got down and slow. And my heart rate's dropping low. Oh, my heart rate's dropping low. My heart rate's dropping low. So I put my hands up, I change my life. Fast as I fly away. No more fatigue nights, yeah. More drinks and my plates, yeah. My hands up, take control. Keep my heart, yeah. My heart is the BHL. My heart is the BHL.
Heads to the store and I can't pain, but the bad food's calling me. Like one more bite, it won't be bad, but I know that just drop.
So much stress in my heart's working overtime. Sugar rush and the BP's on the climb. Hypertension sticking too fast. But time to leave that in the past.
Interest is tight and I'm feeling kinda dizzy. Too much drugs in my system.
That's when the doctor says start moving on. And my heart rate's climbing up. Oh, my heart rate's climbing up. And my heart rate's climbing up. So I put my hands down to change my way. Fast as I fly away. No more fatigue nights, yeah. More drinks in my plates, yeah. Got my hands up to take control. Keep my heart okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more heart is the BHL. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more heart is the BHL.
We need better healthcare now.
Treatments must be spread around.
Gotta check before it's late.
Heart disease will change our fate. So I put my hands up and change my way. Fast enough to fly away. No to heart attacks, yeah. Better head for all, yeah. Raise awareness, protect our heart. Filipinos be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more heart in the BHL. No more heart in the BHL. So I put my hands up to change my way. Fast as I fly away. No to heart attacks, yeah. Better head for all, yeah. Raise awareness, protect our heart. Filipinos be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more heart in the BHL. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more heart in the BHL.
Coronary artery disease is a condition where the blood vessels supplying blood to the heart become narrowed or blocked due to the buildup of plaque that restricts the heart's oxygen supply. This leads to an increase of heart attacks, strokes, and other severe health complications. CAD is one of the primary causes of cardiovascular diseases, which are responsible for about a third of all death in the Philippines. In 2021, CVDs accounted for 72% of all deaths in the country, as reported by Philippine Statistics Office. Key factors contributing to CAD include hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking, physical inactivity, unhealthy diets. Age, with older individuals being more vulnerable to the disease.
According to Cacheta et al. 2021, nearly 25% of Filipinos aged 60 and above are at moderate to high risk for CAD. Rural areas are especially at risk because people there often have less access to healthcare and preventive care. CAD and other cardiovascular diseases can really affect a person's quality of life, causing things like chest pain, shortness of breath, and fatigue. On top of that, the medical cost and long-term care can be overwhelming. To tackle this, the Department of Health and the World Health Organization are working on improving healthcare systems, raising awareness, and pushing for preventive measures. By adding these risk factors and encouraging healthier habits, especially for older Filipinos, the Philippines can reduce the burden for cardiovascular diseases and improve the health of the nation.
Good evening, I'm Faye. And I'm Elise. Tonight, we bring you an important health report on coronary artery disease or CAD, a major cause of illness and death worldwide.
CAD occurs when lipids, particularly cholesterol and triglycerides, build up in the wall of blood vessels. Over time, these deposits from plaques, leading to low medicinosis or narrowing of the arteries. As a result, blood flow to the heart is reduced, which can increase the risk of heart attack and other cardiovascular complications.
But what exactly are these lipids? Well, lipids are fats that are insoluble in water, and they must be transported in the blood by lipoproteins. There are two major types of cholesterol and triglycerides. When the liver naturally produces cholesterol, we also get it from food like meat and dairy products. Triglycerides, on the other hand, are made in the liver and intestines and increase beneficial high amounts of fat and calories.
Lipoproteins are crucial for lipid transport. There are two key types when it comes to CAD risk, such as high-density lipoprotein or HDL and low-density lipoprotein or LDL. HDL is the good cholesterol. It helps remove cholesterol from the bloodstream and carries it back to the liver for excretion. High levels of HDL reduces the risk of heart disease.
However, LDL is known as the bad cholesterol because it carries cholesterol to the arteries, where it can accumulate and form plaques. When LDL levels are high and HDL levels are low, the risk of developing CAD significantly increases.
This is why managing lipid levels is so important. Experts recommend a balanced diet to regulate cholesterol and triglycerides. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids such as fish and nuts help reduce inflammation. Fiber lowers LDL levels, while antioxidants fight oxidative stress, avoiding saturated and trans fat, while increasing unsaturated fats can also help maintain healthy cholesterol levels.
Healthier food choices and staying informed, individuals can take control of their heart health and reduce the risk of CAD.
That's all for tonight's Health Focus. Stay proactive, stay healthy. I'm Faye.
And I'm Eunice. Thank you for watching and stay with us for more news after the break.
Magandang araw mga kabarkada! Today, medyo lalayo muna tayo sa usual natin na tsikahan at talakad because we have invited guests to talk about our health. Did you know that heart diseases is the leading cause of death in the Philippines? In fact, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, over 103,000 of deaths from January to November of 2022 is caused by cardiovascular diseases. So today, we are going to talk about coronary artery disease. How does it affect our health? And how does proper nutrition help manage it? All the way from Seattle, Washington, by Grace Sloan Memorial Hospital, please welcome Princess Zina Albacete, RN, MSN.
So ayan, Nurse Zina, kamusta ka naman?
Okay naman ako. Finally, nakita na kita in person.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you also. How's the Philippines so far?
It's been great. And syempre, sobrang excited na ako ma-share sa inyo yung mga insights ko.
Ayan. So ako magtatanong na ako sa iyo because I'm genuinely curious kung ano nga ba yung mga role ng nurses sa nutritional assessment for coronary artery disease patients.
Okay, that's a great question. So, ang mga nurses, they play a huge role sa pag-assess and guide the patient. Madami kaming test na ginagawa. First is, the dietary intake assessment where we ask the patient kung ano yung mga kinakain nila sa araw-araw, ilang beses silang kumakain sa araw-araw, and kung meron bang mga allergies or food restriction ang patient.
Ayan, pati pala yung mga diet natin, tsaka kung anong oras tayo kumakain, inaalam ng mga nurse.
Yes, updated talaga dapat kami. And, syempre, meron din kaming physical test and lab test where we monitor yung mga blood pressure nila. Syempre, pag consistent high ba, that's bad, syempre. And then, tine-check din namin yung cholesterol nila or blood sugar levels nila. Dapat always within the normal range. Tapos, we also do the weight trends where we check the patients if they are overweight or undernourished naman ang patient.
Ayan. Naku, yung mga cholesterol ng mga tito at titas natin dyan. Ano yung matimbang? Dapat binabantayan din pala.
And then, dyan, we also do education and counseling sa mga patient, of course. Binibigyan namin sila ng advice na kumain sila, dagdagan nila yung gulay at prutas sa katawan. And also, bawas-bawasan ang mga maalat. Alam mo yun, yung mga chichirya, processed foods.
Our kids, for sure, watching right now, can relate. Yung mga parents natin, naku, bawas-bawasan yung mga chichirya sa mga anak.
Tama.
Dapat iwasan din ang mga mamantika, mga pinagbabawal.
Yes, lahat yun. Also, nagbibigay din kami ng advice na parang mas okay ang whole grains like brown rice kesa sa white rice. Take note on that, guys.
Ayan, pati yung wheat bread. Yan, very common na yan sa mga diet natin ngayon. Nakikita ko siya sa mga kabarkada ko eh. I love that approach, Zina, no? Because you're not just collecting data, but you're also educating and guiding the patients.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, let's move on with the medical and family history. Nurse Zina, how is this important for CAD patients?
Okay, so medical history and family history is so important because dito may help ma-predict ang patient's risk for developing CAD. We can start with medical history. So sa medical history, we check for pre-existing condition ng patient like hypertension, which means is high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. Kasi ang diabetes is high blood sugar, which means na nai-increase ang heart risk ng patient.
Ayan mga may diabetes dyan, tsaka may high blood, dapat binabantayan natin regularly yung mga tests natin.
Yes. And also ang obesity. Kasi excess weight, they put pressure and stress sa heart natin.
Ayan. So dapat din pala, kapag medyo overweight, kapag obese, dapat binabantayan talaga ang health.
Yes, tama. And now, we can talk about the family history naman. Ang family history is if someone's parent or siblings have CAD. Kasi it means na double ang risk ng patient na makadevelop na itong sakit. And
ayan, totoo ang chismis na mga it is hereditary.
Correct. And we ask questions syempre para malaman ito. Like, may history ba ng heart disease ang any family member? And if yes, kung ilang taon nagkaroon ng heart disease ang family member na to. Kasi if early onset na CAD, we can, prepare. We can push for earlier lifestyle changes.
That's eye-opening naman pala. So genetics is not just about learning our history, but it is also helpful for nurses to have a preventive care measure early on.
Yes.
Now to talk to us about nutrition, please welcome, also from Grace Sloan Memorial Hospital, please welcome Nurse Faith Zacarias. So how are you, Nurse Faith?
I'm fine and it's nice to be here.
I'm glad that you have accepted our invitation to share to our lovely viewers your insights about CAD. So now, I'm going to ask you, how do you use those data that nurses provide or that nurses collect to create a meal plan for CAD patients?
For CAD patients, we customize meal plans based on their nutritional assessment, medical history, and lifestyle. We reduce saturated fat and cholesterol to prevent buildup of plaque in arteries, lower sodium intake to manage blood pressure, and increase the fiber-rich foods to lower bad cholesterol levels. I structured daily meal plans makes it easier for patients to follow.
Speaking of that, Nurse Faith, walk us through kung ano nga ba dapat ang itsura ng isang heart-healthy meal plan.
For example, sa breakfast, they can take oatmeal with chia seeds and fresh mango slices, which is rich in fiber and heart-healthy omega-3. They can also drink low-fat milk or soy milk and boiled egg. And for the lunch, they can take grilled tilapia with brown rice, steamed okra and kangkong, which is rich in fiber and antioxidants, fresh pineapple slices rich in vitamin C and enzymes for digestion, and for dinner, vegetable soup with lentils and malunggay, leaves, whole wheat bread with avocado spread, warm chamomile tea which calming and caffeine-free.
Ayan, perfect. Talagang nababalance yung meal natin with heart-healthy food options. With that in mind, we are going now to have a quick game called Heart Fact or Fiction. We are going to have a series of questions and paunahan na lang ang ating mga nurses to tap in our buzzer at ang unang makakapindot will get a point. Clear ba sa atin yun, nurses?
Okay, that's clear. Pero dito, ang
Yes,
answer.
you are correct, nurse. Okay, let's start off with our first question. Our first question is, coffee is bad for your heart. 3, 2, 1, go! Sina?
Fiction. You know why?
Why?
Because moderate coffee, which is 1 to 2 cups a day, may actually reduce heart disease risk.
Wow, you are correct. Now with our next question. Egg raises cholesterol dangerously. 3, 2, 1, go!
Fiction. Eggs are healthy but it should be moderation like 3 to 4 weeks. The problem is the fried eggs with processed meats.
Ayan, dahan-dahan, lalo na kapag pinapartner niya ng bacon and hot dogs. Ayan, dyan nagiging dangerous. Okay, now with our next question. Dark chocolate is good for the heart. 3, 2, 1, go! Go! Yes, Nursina!
Fact!
Why is it a fact?
You know, dark chocolate has antioxidants that help blood flows.
Wow, okay, that's really good, ha? So yung mga chocolate lovers natin dyan, especially dark chocolate, it's good for you naman pala. Okay, now with our next question. Skipping meals helps with health. 3, 2, 1, go!
Skipping meals can lead to overeating and unstable blood sugar.
Ayan, so dapat wag tayong magsiskip ng meal, guys, ha? Okay. Now with our last question. So dito na magkakaalaman kung sino talaga yung mananalo sa mga nurses natin today. Okay. A high fiber diet lowers cholesterol. 3, 2, 1, go!
Soluble fibers in oats, beans, and apples reduces bad cholesterol or LDL.
Ayan. So, importante na kumakain tayo ng mga whole wheat, whole grain, katulad ng nabanggit ni nutritionist kanina. So, this has been it for our program today. Thank you so much for attending each and every one of our viewers tonight. And we wanted you to know that always check up on your doctors and nurses and always take care of your health. Any last words from our nurses?
For my audience, our audience,
Yes.
your health or your heart health is in your hands. So, get regular checkups and be mindful of your diet talaga. And always take preventive actions early.
Okay.
Small changes lead to big results. Eat whole foods, move your body, and listen to your heart, literally.
Very well said. Thank you to you both for attending today. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye!
araw-araw na paglalakad? Samahan mo pa ng jogging. Itodo na ang paggalaw araw-araw. Say goodbye na rin sa mga pagkaing maaalat, matataba at matatamis. At piliin yung siguradong masustansya. Gawin ito para makaiwas sa mga sakit na diabetes, cancer, hypertension, sakit sa puso at iba pa. Follow na kami para sa karagdagang impormasyon. Let's move more. Eat right para sa isang healthy Pilipinas.
Good morning, Nurse Chan!
Good morning, Kim!
And good morning din sa mga nurses and future nurses na nanonood today. And welcome sa ating show tungkol sa ating health. Ito ang Nursing Ina! We invited the Nurse Chan para sa ating segment for today. And mga kunars, of course, we also invited a CED patient kung saan ang kalusugan ng bida at bawal ang bara sa puso. Ito ang Puso ng Ina! First and foremost, Nurse Chan, I would like to ask you as a nurse, gaano kahalaga yung topic natin for today?
Mahalaga ang topic na to para sa mga pasyente na gustong pangalagaan ng kanilang puso. Hindi lang puso sa pag-ibig, kundi ang tunay na pumubuhay sa atin. Kaya mga moms, beshies at kapuso, tutok lang dahil hindi ito chismis. Dahil kundi ito ay kaalaman na makakatulong para sa pamilya natin at para sa inyo din.
Ma'am Shihana, pwede mo ba i-share yung mga signs na naramdaman mo?
Nagsimula ako makaramdam ng pananakit ng dibdib. Hindi na basta ang heartache, kundi totoong sakit na. Hirap na rin akong huminga, parang may nakadagad sa dibdib ko. Tapos kahit konting lakad ko lang, parang tumakbo na ako ng pang-marathon.
Wow, marathon! Nurse Chan, anong ibig sabihin ng ganong sintomas?
Based sa assessment na ito ay signs ng hindi sapat na pagdaloy ng dugo sa puso dahil barado ang ugat. Kaya nararanasan ni Ma'am Shihana ang pananakit ng dibdib, pagkapagod at pagkahilot at hirap sa paghinga.
Ayan. Mukhang may red flag na tayo rito, Nurse Chan. Now that we have assessment, ano ba talaga ang diagnosis kay Ma'am Shihana?
Ang diagnosis natin ay coronary artery disease or CAD na dulot ng pagkakaroon ng taba or plaque sa arteries ng puso. Kung hindi ito maagapan, pwedeng mauwi sa heart attack or heart failure.
So mga nursing ina, CAD happens kapag dumarami ang kolesterol at fats sa ugat. Kaya bumabara ang daloy ng dugo papunta sa ating heart, right, nurse?
Yes!
Okay, so ano nga ba ang pinagmulan ng CAD or mga risk factor na to?
Ang mga risk factors nito ay high cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking, kulang sa exercise at pagkain ng mga processed foods or maalat. But the good news is it can be prevented with the right lifestyle and diet.
Grabe, akala ko simpleng kain-kain lang yun. Unti-unti na palang sinasakal yung puso ko.
Oo, malaki ang epekto ng pagkain sa puso.
Pero huwag mag-alala, may mga simpleng pagbabago na pwede mong simulan.
Ngayon naman, Nurse Chan, ano yung mga goals and plannings natin para sa mga patient na may CAD?
Siyempre, first, demonstrate an understanding of CAD and how diet affects to our heart health. So, the first goal is siguraduhin na naintindihan ng patient kung ano nga ba ang CAD or ang coronary artery disease at kung paano nakaka-apekto ang mga kinakain niya sa kanyang puso.
So, ipapaliwanag natin kung bakit may mga pagkain na isa sa dahilan kung bakit lumalala yung mga sakit.
Yes, tama. The patient should be able to know kung paano yung pagkain ng matataba at processed foods ay nagdudulot ng pagbara sa ugat at dapat alam ng patient ang mga foods na mayaman sa fiber, lean proteins at healthy fats para alam nila ito ay makakatulong sa health nila.
Okay. Para malaman natin kung naiintindihan ba ng patient.
Yes, we can ask the patient in simple questions like, ano-anong pagkain ang maganda para sa puso? Bakit kailangan limitahan ang pagkain ng fried foods at processed foods? Next, commit to dietary modifications such as the portion control, balanced meals to lower cholesterol and improve circulation. Kailangan din natin na hindi lang maintindihan ng patient, kundi talagang gagawin nila ang tamang pagkain. We will help them to learn portion control, meal planning at tamang paraan ng pagluluto upang maging mas effective ang kanilang pagkain sa pagpapaputi ng kanilang kalusugan.
So mga nursing ina, instead of suddenly changing everything at once, they will gradually introduce kung ano ba ang mas malusog na pagpipilian, tulad ng pag-add ng brown rice sa white rice or pagdaragdag ng mas maraming gulay sa bawat kakainin na pagkain.
Tama ko, nurse. And lastly, demonstrate understanding of prescribed medications and their role in preventing complications. So, ang goal is siguraduhin na nauunawaan ng patient kung bakit mahalaga ang kanilang mga gamot at kung paano ito nakakatulong sa kanilang sakit. The patient should know kung ano ang kanilang iniinom na gamot, anong dose at para saan ito.
And yes, of course, we will also remind them kung ano ang possible side effects at regular na kumonsulta sa doktor kung may nararamdaman silang kakaiba, di ba, Nurse Ayesha? So that's the inference and planning, So how about intervention? What step do nurses take nga ba to help patients with CAD?
Interventions will include patient education, will support for a heart-healthy diet, encouragement of medication adherence, physical activity and stress management, and teaching them about warning signs.
Can you please explain that to us para mas maintindihan ng ating mga nursing ina?
Yes, of course. Coronary artery disease happens when fatty deposits, called plaque, build up in the arteries that supply blood to your heart. This can reduce blood flow and lead to symptoms like chest pain or even a heart attack. But don't worry, there are many ways we can help manage this condition and improve your heart health. One of the best way to manage coronary artery disease or CAD is by eating a heart-healthy diet. Try to include more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains and lean proteins in your meal. At the same time, you should reduce foods in high saturated fats, cholesterol, and sodium, like the fried foods, processed snacks, and red meat. Making these changes can help lower your cholesterol and blood pressures, reducing strain on your heart.
Okay, that's right, taking your medication as prescribed is very important, mga nursing ina. Medications like blood thinners, cholesterol-lowering drugs, and blood pressure medications help keep your arteries open and reduce the risk of heart attacks. If you have any side effects or concerns, always talk to your doctor before stopping any medication.
For me, staying active is a key to keeping your heart strong. I started with light exercise like walking for 30 minutes a day. Most of the week, I feel chest pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath while exercising. And I stop immediately and let my doctor know.
So stress can make heart condition worse. So it's important to manage it talaga, like trying relaxation techniques, like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Even simple activities like listening to music or spending time with loved ones can help reduce stress and improve your overall well-being, right?
Yes, exactly. Could nurse also be aware of warning signs of worsening CAD? If you experience chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, or discomfort in your arm, jaw, or back, seek medical attention immediately. Quick action can prevent serious complications.
Okay, narinig at naintindihan nyo ba yun, mga nursing ina? That by following these steps, eating a heart-healthy diet, taking your medication, staying active, managing stress, and recognizing symptoms can take control of your heart health. Now that we've discussed the intervention for managing your heart condition, let's see why each of these steps is important. Understanding the why behind each action can help you stay motivated to follow through with your care plan at kung ano ang pinagkaiba nila ng intervention. Nurse Chan?
Coronary artery disease is because knowing how plaque buildup affects your heart helps you understand why lifestyle changes and medications are necessary. Education empowers you to make informed decisions about your health. I recommend a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins because these foods help lower cholesterol, control blood pressure, and reduce strain on your heart. Avoiding foods high in saturated fat and sodium prevents further plaque buildup in your arteries, which can help improve blood flow and lower the risk of complications. Napakahalaga rin na inumin ng tuloy-tuloy ang iyong gamot na nireseta. Dahil ito ay nakakatulong sa pagkontrol ng presyon ng dugo, lowering cholesterol at pagpigil sa pamumuo ng dugo. Ang mga gamot tulad ng statins ay nagpapababa ng masamang cholesterol, habang ang antiplatelet tulad ng aspirin ay pumipigil sa pagbabara na maaaring humantong sa atake ng puso. Missing doses or stopping medication without medical advice can increase your risk or serious complications.
Ngayon, alam ko na, how do we know if the interventions are working to us na may coronary artery disease or intervention?
We evaluate the patient's progress is assessed based upon the way you or other manages symptoms and adherence to the care plan, for instance. If the patient can express knowledge about CAD, leads a healthy lifestyle, is compliant with medication use, and recognizes warning signs, we know the interventions we have implemented are working.
At kung hindi naman, paano kung mahirapan or kaming may mga CAD? Are you gonna reassess yung mga kailangan naming i-adjust or approach and provide additional support to help us to stay on track?
Yes, of course, ma'am. You don't need to worry, we can help you.
Maraming salamat, Nurse Chan, at sa buong team ng Nursing Ina. Ang dami kong natutunan ngayon at mas motivated ako ngayon na alagaan ang aking puso.
At dyan nagtatapos ang isa na namang makabuluhang talakayan dito sa Nursing Ina. Tandaan, sa laban para sa malusog na puso, hindi ka nag-iisa. Kaya naman, kumain ng tama, alagaan ang sarili, at huwag kalimutang sundin ang payo ng inyong healthcare team. Hanggang sa susunod nating kwentuhan, sa pulso impormasyon, sagad sa malasakit. Stay healthy mga kunars, dito lang sa Nursing Ina!